The high-profile World Test Championship 2023 final kicked off on the 7th of June at the Oval. Following a sublime performance in the last 2 years, India and Australia appeared set to battle it out in the World Test Championship finale. Indian captain Rohit Sharma called it right at the toss and forced Australia to bat first. First innings, Head Smith's centuries power Australia to set a gigantic total. It was pretty much the Australian show on the opening day. During a 174-ball stay at the crease, Head struck a whopping 163 runs with a strike rate of 93.68. Smith gulped 268 deliveries to complete a well-made 121 runs. Mohammad Siraj starred for India with a remarkable 4-wicket haul after bowling close to 29 overs. David Warner and Alex Carey's crucial knocks were probably not highlighted in the innings. The left-hand batters contributed 43 and 48 runs respectively. Midday on day 2, Australia suffered an all-out on a huge first innings total of 469. Second innings, Indian batters disappoint. The star-studded Indian batting unit was seemingly off-colour due to minimal match practice. Most of the Indian batters got off to formidable starts, however failed to get going when it mattered. Making a comeback after 2 odd years, Ajinkya Rahane top-scored for India with a 89-run knock. His partnership with Shardul Thakur kept Australians on their toes for a notable time period. Tail-ender Thakur produced timely 51 runs for India. Ravindra Jadeja moreover missed out on a half-century by just 2 runs. All Australian pacers except Pat Cummins took 2 wickets each. Cummins took 3. India eventually bundled out on 296 right after lunch on day 3. Third innings, Australia solidified their already solid position. Australians headed into the penultimate match innings with a substantial 173-run lead. Though only one Australian batter reached the 50-run mark, they still managed to post a decent 270 runs in third innings. Alex Carey and Mitchell Starc remained Australia's pick of batters in the crucial innings. Carey ended up unbeaten on 66 while Starc played a quick-fire 41-run innings. Ravindra Jadeja took 3 big wickets, announcing his presence in the big game with the ball. It was skipper Pat Cummins' dismissal that marked Australia's declaration midway on day 4. Fourth innings, Australia clinched their maiden World Test Championship title. India were chasing enormous 444 runs in the final innings, while Australia were just 10 wickets away from the World Test Championship title. All 3 results appeared possible as there was over 1.5 days play still remaining in the test. Indian fans rooted for their team despite the gigantic total but were left with disappointment. India's wickets kept stumbling in regular intervals despite batters getting good starts. Australians got the better of India's top 3 before the stumps on the penultimate day. Rohit Sharma scored 43 runs in an aggressive manner, however could not get it going. Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane gave India a temporary relief with a 50-odd run partnership. At the stumps on day 4, the Kohli-Rahane stand provided India with momentary hopes. The overnight batters Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane added up 49 and 46 runs respectively. Kohli edged one into the slips while attempting a big booming cover drive off Scott Wallet. Things only got worse for India from there on. It took Australia just 1 session to wipe out India's last 7 wickets, including the Kohli-Rahane stand. Shardul Thakur and Ravindra Jadeja registered embarrassing ducks in a key situation. Nathan Lyon played a significant role in Australia's total defence with a 4-wicket haul. It was a clinical performance from Australia which enabled them to achieve their inaugural World Test Championship title. The historic victory further ignited grand celebrations in the Australian camp led by skipper Pat Cummins. Players were joined by their families on the field amid electrifying celebrations. As Australia added another trophy to their jam-packed cabinet, Travis, who scored 163 runs in the first innings, was ultimately named the player of the match. On the other hand, it was all disappointment in the Indian camp as their 10-year ICC title wait continued.